You know, sometimes in life, you got to take things slow. Like, you remember when you was little and your mama said, you know, you got to crawl before you can walk. You got to walk before you can run. And then there are times in life, nigga, you got to hit the ground running. That's what we do over here, Three Kings motherfucking boxing, nigga. You better be ready. Ain't no get ready. Be motherfucking ready. And with that being said, y'all better be ready to hear a lot of I told you souls. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I told you souls. What else would it have been? Stop fronting, pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stop hating niggas and learn. You know, we're gonna be a lot of that shit going on today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Word up, dog. Hey, I tell you, man, when these motherfuckers see that live, that red live button at the top left corner, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, them niggas instantly get mad, bro.
Man.
Like, damn, them motherfuckers live again. I can't stand these niggas. Yeah, nigga, I'ma watch and shit. Of course I'ma watch it, but I just hate these niggas. That's how it is. When you're a part of Three Kings, man, you used to some shit like that, dog. Because that's what happens all the fucking time. But we know they're gonna come back. Even niggas I done blocked and came back, bro. That's just the nature of the beast, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? Hey, you listen here. If y'all are wondering, yo, man, how can that very well distinguished 45-year-old man talk with, you know, that young dude Prodigy? How can they get along? Prodigy got an old soul. Did y'all hear the way he went? Mm-hmm. See, that's where your mama would do shit when she sitting there, you know what I'm saying, and she making dinner, and you come in with that report card and she look, mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got to
call today. What happened in school? Nothing, mom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta correct you on something though. You said distinguished 45-year-old man, bro. I don't know who the fuck you talking to, nigga. I mean, or who you talking about? That's not you.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all have not listen. Hold on. I just got in the mail my Cuban birth certificate. I'm gonna show it to y'all. That motherfucker says I am 45.
Man, that's a goddamn lie. That's the first time in Cuban birth certificate history where they deducted years, nigga, on an age. How the fuck they gonna take years off, nigga? That's not the Cuban way. We gotta add 10 years. So you rounding 60, nigga. That's what happened. That's where you at right now, bro. My man Ronald Finkley put $2 on. He said, "I'm a Haney fan." Hey, nothing wrong with that, big dog. But you know, we gotta call shit down the middle, man. You already know. Family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as always, you know, go to think. Well, man, if y'all don't know where the fuck to go by now, damn. Y'all don't know where the fuck to go by now, then damn.
Big ass ticker at the bottom that tells you exactly where to go and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? If I gotta really introduce the HNIC, that's a goddamn problem.
Word up, dog.
All right, man. What you got for the people out here today, family?
Hey, man, y'all already know this motherfucking weekend, man. It's about to be hot. It's about to be burning up. It's about to be hell like the devil standing on your back with the boxing events we got this motherfucking weekend, bro. I can't wait. I don't know about y'all, man. We're going to go on over to 3kingsboxing.com. I'm just going to show you the schedule real quick if you look at my screen. Man, look, on the 25th, I don't know if y'all know who Tony Yoka is, but that's a bad French motherfucker, former Olympian. I think he won the Olympic gold at heavyweight in the 2016 Olympics, if I'm not mistaken.
It was one of them. I know he was in that final match.
Yeah. So this is a bad French motherfucker. Now, the nigga did, you know what I'm saying, take a couple drugs and get caught, but that's in the past. You know what I'm saying? He ain't taking drugs no more. He off that Molly. He off that cocaine. He off them steroids, and he back in the ring. It's Friday, the 25th, and he's fighting Johan Duhaupas. Y'all remember him? He's the guy that fought Deontay Wilder, one of Deontay Wilder's victims, and one of his 10 straight title defenses. And, of course, he got knocked out when Alexander Povetkin was really on that shit at that time. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting knocked out by him. So that's actually a good fight. We will be giving a recap on that just in case y'all niggas can't see it. And then, of course, the big motherfucker this weekend on Saturday, September 26th, we got the double pay-per-view with Jermell Charlo fighting Jeison Rosario for 3 of the 4 major belts at 154. Then, of course, you got Jermall Charlo fighting Sergey Devryanchenko to defend his WBC title at middleweight. It's a double pay-per-view. Bro, this shit is gonna be lit. I can't wait to see it. And the reason why is because both of these Charlos, and it's not that I'm rooting against the niggas or nothing. I'm just saying both of these Charlos are in fights that they could lose, dog. Especially Jermell Charlo, given how he's been fighting down to his competition over the last few fights that he's had, dog. So these gonna be some excellent fucking matchups. Pay-per-view $74. You know what I'm saying? You broke ass niggas out there, come up out your motherfucking pockets, wipe the lint off them goddamn $100 bills and shit, and go ahead and grab that goddamn pay-per-view because it's stacked, man. We got motherfucking Brandon Figueroa on the card. You got Luis Nery. You got Jean-Rael Casimero. You got Daniel Roman and Juan Carlos Payano. It's a stacked undercard, dog. So it's worth that $74, $75. Go ahead and check that shit out, man. This motherfucking weekend, Fox pay-per-view, September 26th. I can't wait, bro. What about you, dog?
The most exciting fight that I'm interested to watching, the best fight that's probably going to be on over the weekend, is that Cuban fighter himself, Dorticos, taking on Bradis.
Forgot about him. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm watching that one. Now, I'm missing that one because, damn, man, I got to say it. Y'all know how we do here. I got to say it, man. Dorticos' ring IQ is probably going. He has a good chance of winning the fight, but I don't know about his conditioning, and his ring IQ could cost him this fight, man.
Well, I mean, we already know that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Dorticos' ring IQ was shown. You know what I'm saying, when he fought Murat Gassiev.
Sure,
motherfucker was getting his ass lit up by that same right hand that he could just not defend, nigga. And it's like, nigga, stop getting hit by the same shot.
Right. Throw some over there 1-2.
Yeah. So man, that's a good fight. But we're gonna come back on Friday. We're gonna come back live on Friday. We're gonna break down all these goddamn fights that are happening on Saturday because there's some shit that we just can't miss, dog. But Bo, go ahead and start the show, man. What we got next?
All right, man. The fuckery.
Oh, yeah.
Dog.
How do I forget the fuckery?
Shit,
man.
Hell, I feel like Rodney Finkel right now.
Yo, this video right here went viral as hell last year, so I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. But this motherfucker deserves some commentary, man. This is the type of shit Bo be doing to them young niggas out here in these streets.
Put your motherfucking dukes up. Disrespectful ass young nigga. Get him up. Bitch ass nigga. Good night.
Let me tell y'all niggas something, man. There is a problem when you're a young nigga and you can't see the signs that you about to fuck with a real old school G. First of all, this nigga rode out there with the tight ass shirt, but had his gut in full form. You know what I'm saying? You rolling out there with it. This nigga's shirt was tight and shit, like the nigga got all types of muscle, flat stomach, but his gut was in full form, nigga, full effect, full force. Like the goddamn 90s rap group and shit. They used to beat up Kid and Play on House Party. You know what I'm saying? Young niggas don't know what I'm talking about, bro.
Tender love, baby.
Exactly. Gut on full force, dog. That's your first indication you don't want to fuck with this nigga. Second indication is this nigga came out. He said, That's what them old niggas do, man. Bo do that all the time.
Yeah.
When Bo be talking shit to a nigga, Bo be like, motherfucker. All right, motherfucker. That's what them old niggas do. You don't want to fuck with that nigga. And then he hits him, Good night. Come on, man. See, y'all young niggas, man, y'all need to learn how to understand when you in the presence of a real OG, dog. There's so many different signs. Me personally, I don't back down from shit. But I know I'm only 36 years old, man. I know I shouldn't fuck with certain old school niggas out here in the streets, bro. Yeah. Like niggas that have clips 55, I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them niggas, dog. If you pass 55, nigga, you win by default. I might even be able to whoop your ass, but I'm not taking that chance, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not catching me getting knocked the fuck out by an old nigga with a fat ass gut. This nigga got a fat ass gut, nigga, wearing a tight ass shirt. I think the nigga even had the mid-range socks on his legs.
I think he did.
The nigga had the mid-range socks. Not the long high socks to the knee and not the short ones at the ankles. Nigga, the mid-range socks.
The Magic Johnson Converses back in the day. Remember that? You used to wear the mid-range socks with them Converse and shit. I know exactly what you're talking about. When Kangol and all that troop was all around, used to wear the mid-range socks and shit. Because niggas used to roll the pants up at the bottom.
Man, dog. That little nigga had it coming, man. He had no idea, bro. Little nigga, man. Advice from 2K. Know the signs, fam. Know the signs, nigga. All right, Bo, start the show, man. What we got?
Hey, man. All right. Let's go on and kick it off. So, Devin Haney has shocked the world. Shocking, dog. He finally fighting somebody. Devin Haney is fighting motherfucking Gary. Hold on, wait a minute. I just got a page. Oh, damn, my bad. So Devin Haney.
Man, dog, that's just not right, man.
He fighting Yuriorkis Gamboa, just like we said, just like we knew. And here's the reality, because it's a lot of y'all gonna say, well, Gary could have took the fight and all that, right? Gary think biggest problem, and Gary came live, he talked about it. He was trying to get a December date. You know why? Because Gary's right. 6 weeks for a big fight like that. I'm coming up 2 weight divisions. 6 weeks for a big fight like that. I mean, no, man, it's not enough time. Y'all want to know how I know that's enough time? Because some of you same motherfuckers was down my throat when Vasily Lomachenko opponent pulled out and Rigo wanted to step in. Y'all were like, nah, man. He need more time for that, dog. He need more time, dog. He can't fight Rigo in a short amount of time. So he wanted to fight Miguel Mariaga. The next fight, he fought Rigo. So at the end of the day, Gary's right. A big fight like that, you need 2 weeks to promote that motherfucker. And Gary had a good point when he said, this motherfucker been in camp preparing. Yeah, I mean, I'm training, but I'm not in camp. Those are two different motherfucking things. I'm training, but I'm not in camp, and he's right. At the end of the day, DAZN had already locked this date in. DAZN had already wrote the check. DAZN had already checked the boxes. The fight was happening. It was going to be Gamboa at the end of the day. Now, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Devin Haney, although I like the kid, I really do. I really like him. After this, before this is what he should have did. But after this, Devin Haney, he needs to say, listen, let's map out 3 top opponents and let's go out and make them motherfucking fights. There's no way he should be looking to fight Yuriorkis Gamboa when this motherfucker could have locked up Luke Campbell, Javier Fortuna, and motherfucking Jorge Linares. 3-fight contract. Let's do it. That's exactly what he could have fucking done. He beats Yuriorkis Gamboa. What does this do for him? Nothing.
I mean, nothing. How old is Yuriorkis Gamboa? 38?
Of course.
This nigga 38 years old. I mean, he 38 in American years, nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't even talking Cuban years. He 38 in American years, bro. So that make him around 47, 48 years old, Cuban years. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro. It's been a long time coming, like my man Sam Cooke. You know what I'm saying? Young niggas don't know what I'm talking about again. It's been a long time coming. And change has already come, just like my man Sam Cooke said, dog, right? For Yuriorkis Gamboa. That motherfucker was a unified featherweight champion a long ass time ago. Back when I was broke. I had no money, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was broke ass nigga in these streets, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I was with you.
Exactly. Me and Bo living comfortably today and have been living comfortably for a while. That tells you how long Yuriorkis Gamboa was actually somebody that we considered a viable contender against some of the top fighters in boxing, right? And he's already gotten his ass whooped by he was supposed to lose against Jeison Sosa. Jeison Sosa was robbed. Robinson Castellano fucked him the fuck up, knocked him out, right? Robinson Castellano. A lot of niggas tried to say, man, Castellanos another Orlando Salido. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Orlando Salido was a cat with like 30-something wins and double-digit losses, but he's a former champion. Robson Castellanos, he was just getting that shit. Just 20 wins, 11, 13 losses and shit. But he wasn't holding no titles.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think the nigga held a minor title.
I'm not sure. I had to look that up. That's a good point. But he wasn't a nigga holding no titles like that, bro. Orlando Salido was the top contender and champion with that kind of record.
Sure
Castellanos was not, right? This is a journeyman we're talking about that knocked out Yuriorkis Gamboa, okay? And that's before Tank Davis did what the fuck he did to him. And that was before Yuriorkis Gamboa tears his Achilles and is trying to fight with a torn Achilles. I don't think you guys understand the seriousness of a torn Achilles. Mm-hmm. There's athletes that were never the same in their respective sports after they tore their Achilles. Recently, DeMarcus Cousins in the NBA. Yep. Right? This nigga's on fire. Tore his Achilles. Now this nigga averaging like 8 points a game and shit on his way out the league. He might already be out the league. You know what I'm saying? A torn Achilles is serious, bro. That's a serious injury, right? David Hay was never the same after he tore his Achilles in the first fight against, what's the punk-ass dude's name? Tony Bellew.
Tony Bellew.
Right? Came back in the rematch, got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I guess the guy should easily beat.
Oh, man.
He was actually beating him with the torn Achilles, bro.
No, that's the fucked up part about it.
He was still winning the fight with the torn Achilles. That's the fucked up part. Right? But comes back in the rematch, Achilles supposed to be healed, gets knocked the fuck out. Now, I'm not saying the reason why he lost was because of the Achilles, but you could tell that David Hay could no longer move like he was able to move when he was at cruiserweight and even at his stint at heavyweight. David Hay was seen as a wild card at heavyweight because of his movement, his speed, and his power. That's why. But whenever he never had the movement, right, when the movement went away, he's over there getting knocked out by Tony Bellew. So I'm telling you guys, a torn Achilles is a serious fucking injury on a guy that's already 38 years old and on a guy that's already been beaten the fuck up numerous times on his way up to his age of 38 years old, right? And he's been out the ring almost a year by the time these two are getting ready to fight. I think he fought Tank in December last year. These two getting ready to fight November 7th. That's fucking 11 months, dog.
Yep.
He has no fucking chance. Not only does he have no chance, this isn't even a situation where it's a step-up fight, dog. Yuriorkis Gamboa has been relegated down to being a C-level fighter now, bro. That's not a step-up fight for Devin Haney. Devin Haney's already been fighting C-level fighters, man. That's not a step-up fight. It's a step-up name because niggas actually know who the fuck he is, but it's not a step-up fight. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If he would have got Yuriorkis Gamboa in maybe 2018, then yes, I would still think it was a shitty fight, but at least he didn't get his ass whooped by Tank yet. You know what I'm saying? At least he didn't tear his Achilles. Right? So it would have been better then. Now it's like, no, nigga, you need to forget about this motherfucker. I don't know why the WBC even has Yuriorkis Gamboa ranked number 10, allowing him to defend his fucking title against this guy. There's no reason for him to be ranked there. I'm looking at the rankings right now. You got number 1 Javier Fortuna, who he should have fought.
Yep.
Devin Haney mentioned, I tried to pursue that fight, but Javier Fortuna no longer wanted it didn't want it because he was pursuing somebody else. Well, at that time, he was pursuing Jorge Linares.
Yes, he was.
That fight was basically signed, sealed, and delivered. Basically, there was a couple things that need to be ironed out. They were never ironed out. So Jorge Linares went a different route. That left Javier Fortuna by itself. Why didn't Devin Haney or Team Haney, let me say that, why didn't Team Haney go back and say, hey, man, what about now? The fight you was trying to get is no longer there. Let's do it now. You number 1 contender, dog. Don't you want to be champion, nigga? Right?
Yeah.
But we didn't get no information on that. We were never told that Devin Haney pursued Javier Fortuna again, nor did Devin Haney even mention that he tried to pursue Javier Fortuna again. He stopped right there months before this fucking fight was announced, right?
Yep.
You got Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell said he wanted to fight this motherfucker a long time ago.
Yeah. Signed the contract.
Signed the contract to fight Devin Haney when the WBC title was vacant, right? And they actually gave it to who they give the fight to? Vasyl Lomachenko, right?
Yes, they sure did. They sure did.
They gave the fight to Vasyl Lomachenko. He ended up fighting Luke Campbell. Vasyl Lomachenko stepped in and said, "Nah, I got a bigger name." They said, "All right, Devin, step back, nigga." Right? But back then, we already saw Luke Campbell signed the contract. That fight was going to get made. So why not Corey him again? Of course, Luke Campbell's fighting Ryan Garcia, but I strongly believe Luke Campbell will be like, oh, Devin Haney wants to fight me? Yeah, give me that fight instead of Ryan Garcia, because at least I'm putting my neck on the line for a fucking title, not for a goddamn eliminator. You see what I'm saying? As it pertains to Luke Campbell, I'm going to tell you why in a minute. As it pertains to Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are both problems in the same magnitude.
Sure, yeah, that's very true.
The reason why I say that, and I'm not talking stylistically, fellas, I'm not, and women, I'm not talking stylistically. I'm talking about in terms of popularity, right? I'm talking about in terms of how much of both of those young fighters have to lose against Luke Campbell, right? Matchroom, in my opinion, would make sure Devin Haney wins that fight, right? At least give him some sort of a handicap with the judges, because he's the more marketable fighter than Luke Campbell,
sure
right?
Is.
And the reason why I say he's the more marketable fighter is because he has the higher upside than Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell's like 32 years old. He's on his way out the fucking sport.
He sure is.
Meanwhile, Devin Haney's what, 22, 23, something like that? He's got the higher upside. Devin Haney's got this relationship with Floyd Mayweather, right? He's his own promoter. He's got the higher upside. There's mouth-watering fights with Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, the fucking
Teofimo Lopez, Leo Santa Cruz,
Teofimo Lopez, Vasyl Lomachenko in the future. Yeah, Leo Santa Cruz, like you said, all those guys. So he has the higher upside. Same thing with Ryan Garcia. He has the higher upside, right? Just like I said, those same mouth-watering fights are for Devin Haney. They're there for Ryan Garcia too. And then on top of Ryan, he's got that fucking machine and Golden Boy backing him. So they're going to make sure he wins the fight. So either which way you spin it, Luke Campbell's at a handicap here if he were to take the Devin Haney-Ryan Garcia fight. The reason why I know, I ain't got to talk to Luke. The reason why I know Luke would take the Devin Haney fight if Devin Haney was actually pursuing him is because he has an opportunity to be a champion. And that's all Luke Campbell has been saying for the last 3 or 4 fucking years now, man. He wants to be a champion. So I know, without even talking to Luke Campbell, that if Devin Haney would have approached him with an offer that was better than Ryan Garcia, he would have taken that fight in a heartbeat. It might not even have to have been better than Ryan Garcia, to be honest with you.
I was just going to say that. The
offer Matchroom would have given him to fight Devin Haney might not even needed to be better than the offer Golden Boy was going to give him or has given him to fight Ryan Garcia. I think he still would have took the Devin Haney fight because he wants to be a champion. So that's what tells me right there, basically through process of elimination, basically through common sense, right? Devin Haney did not pursue Luke Campbell, dog. He didn't. You got number 3, Ryan Garcia is fucking, is number 3. But, Golden Boy is keeping him away from Devin Haney, right? That fight's not going to happen. Number 4 is Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares said, hey, I'll fight the nigga. He never got pursued by Devin Haney. You got Yvonne Mendy, number 5. Yvonne Mendy's the guy that gave Luke Campbell his first loss.
Sure, yep.
Yvonne Mendy's a better contender, in my opinion, than fucking Yuriorkis Gamboa. Number 6, you got Richard Comey, better than Yuriorkis Gamboa. Number 7, you got Zaire Abdulayev. That dude is still somewhat of a prospect, and I don't think he would have gotten a fight with Devin Haney. But if he could have, that's a better fight than Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Sure is.
Emmanuel Tago, the cat from fucking Africa, right? He's actually on the Ring Magazine top 10.
He sure is. He sure is.
Lightweight. I think he's at number 10 or number 9.
He sure the fuck is.
Right? He's been putting in work. That's a better fight. Then you get to number 9, Francisco Petera.
Oh, no.
I think that's the cat that beat Lewis Ritson. He's whack.
Yes, it is. He knocked that nigga out. Sure did.
Nah, he didn't knock him out. He beat him.
He beat him. Yeah, he almost fucked up his career. You're absolutely right.
He beat Lewis Ritson on points. Outboxed the shit out of him. He's whack. I'm not interested in him. So literally, we go down from 1 to fucking 9. And from 1 to 8, all those fights are better than Yuriorkis Gamboa. We had to get to 9 to say, okay, that might match Yuriorkis. Come on, dog. And he's not pursuing these motherfuckers, man. That is my problem with Devin Haney. I like the kid, as Bo said. I respect the fuck out of him because he's actually out there trying to promote himself, right? He's actually started this shit. He said, hey, man, I'm going to try to be an entrepreneur and do this shit myself. I got to respect that. I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I got to respect anybody else that's trying to be an entrepreneur out here in these streets, dog. But at the end of the fucking day, man, by process of elimination and fucking common sense, and also being in the media and not giving the information, right? Even though we seeked it, he did not pursue any of those guys when he should have. Instead, he'd rather fight a handicapped, broken fucking ankle ass, torn ACL, 48-year-old Yuriorkis Gamboa that ain't been a champion since before all my goddamn kids were born, nigga. Fuck out of here.
You said before all my kids.
I can't stand this shit, Bo. I can't stand this shit, Bo. Shit is terrible. So at the end of the day, bro, if Devin Haney wants the respect that he feels he deserves, he's going to have to go after bigger fights. It's just what it is, family. He's got to go for bigger fucking fights and bigger matchups because guys like Teofimo Lopez, who started off kind of in the same category as Devin Haney, and I wouldn't even say that, dog. I wouldn't even say that, bro. Mm-hmm. Devin Haney was actually starting off in a better light than Teofimo Lopez. Why?
Yes, he was.
Because Devin Haney was seen as a better amateur than Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney was already parlaying with the Mayweathers. You know what I'm saying? When he before the nigga became pro, he was parlaying with the fucking Mayweathers already. Teofimo Lopez wasn't. He was trying to and shit. There's a picture out there here and there. Teofimo take a picture with Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd don't never mention this nigga.
Nope.
Floyd ain't out here like, man, that nigga Teofimo, dog. No, he's out here. Devin Haney, Tank Davis. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, Devin Haney was in a better light than Teofimo Lopez. But Teofimo said, hey, man, I'm a pursue the one fight that I need to pursue, right? To try to elevate my career. And he said, I'm going after Vasyl Lomachenko, and has been since the beginning of his fucking career. When he's knocking out bums and prospects, then got up to contenders and even knocked out a champion. He said, I'm going after Vasyl Lomachenko. And ended up with the fight. Signed with Top Rank. That's really what got him the fight. Because I guarantee you, if T.O. was signed with Matchroom, he wouldn't be fighting Vasyl Lomachenko.
Yes, sir.
He wouldn't be fighting him. Now, Devin Haney is saying he wants to fight these guys, but he has not shown and proved yet, is my point. My man Virtuoso put $5 on it. He said Haney will gain nothing but scrutiny for fighting old-ass, 48-year-old, broken kneecap, broken elbow, torn Achilles, ankle twisted behind his goddamn kneecap, Yuriorkis Gamboa. I agree 1,000%, man. Go ahead, Bo.
You know, here's the problem with that, man. Devin Haney, listen, the nigga fucked up. You know why? Because he let other guys take food off his plate. Okay? And what I mean by that is Ryan Garcia had a choice. Now, Ryan Garcia had been saying, and I know what Ryan Garcia had been saying because I'm the motherfucker that wrote the article. Right? Ryan Garcia had been saying how he wants to fight the bigger name because Ryan Garcia felt some kind of way. That's why he was beefing with Oscar. He said, hey, man, hold on, man. What the fuck, man? Hey, Vato. ¿Qué pasa, Vato? You got these little chihuahuas winning belts, and I'm not even fighting for one. Vato.
Right.
Remember, he was out there like, man, you got these dudes out here fighting for belts, right? That I came up with. I'm not fighting for one. Ryan Garcia said, Devin Haney, I don't view this dude as a champion. He got to prove that to me. And when it came time for him to put his money where his mouth was, where he could have either chose the WBO route or the WBC route, he said, no, man, I want that WBC route. That's exactly what the fuck he did. So he chose to fight Luke Campbell. And the problem I have with that was Devin Haney could have got that fight. He could have said, "Hey, Luke, check it out, man. Remember how me and you signed once before, my nigga? You remember how we did that, dog? Yeah, let's revisit that, player. You know what I'm saying? Let's revisit that, dog. Let's look at that and do that again, right? Okay? Because it's for the championship, it's for the title. Now, Javier Fortuna, that could have been a situation with money when it came to Jorge Linares, because we all know how Golden Boy rolls, right? They might have kicked a little couple dollars to him under the table or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, all Devin had to do was say, "Hey, Javier, check it out. Dog, it's for this right here, bro. It's for this right here, my nigga. My nigga." It's for this right here. It's for this green, prestigious WBC belt. That's what it's for. That's what it's about. You want money? Beat me. Get it on the back end. That's what you do.
Right.
He could have did that. He could have went to Jorge Linares. He could say, "Hey, Jorge, you know, I know you've been on the comeback trail. You know, you went up to 140. You know what I'm saying? You ducked your head up at 140, got knocked out. Figure I come back down to 135. But check it out, man. I still think you're a quality, bona fide opponent. You know, and if Jorge would have been like, I don't know, well, they was gonna feed you to Ryan Garcia. So you must be all right, dog. If they was gonna give you to that boy, to the young boy. So why don't you fight a young boy and fight a young boy for the title?" He could have did that. They didn't do it. Immediately after Gamboa gets done with Tank Davis, guess what we got? Oh, you Devin Haney interested in fighting Gamboa. What? What? Gamboa, I'm like, dog, literally, I'm in my car and I heard that I choked on my water, dog. Like, huh? Wait a minute. You talking about the same motherfucking Devin Haney that was out here talking, sending Ryan Garcia text messages. "I'm gonna fuck you up. I just want you to know that." You talking about the same Devin Haney that told both Campbell and Javier Fortuna, "Nah, man, the path to the title go through me, niggas." You telling me that motherfucker chose to fight Gamboa?
Yeah, you did, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
The number 10 ranked contender. Now stop, man.
Yeah. And then on top of that, and here's to your point about Luke Campbell wanting to be a champion. He had 2 bites at the apple already. He fought Jorge Linares, and he fought Vasil Lomachenko. You see what I'm saying? So you know what this dude, it's about them belts. It ain't about, I mean, because he could have easily been like, "Oh, no, man, did you see how he did Anthony Corollia? Oh, hell no, man. Hell no, I ain't getting there with that motherfucker." Luke Campbell like, shit, Luke Campbell, with that accent, he's like, "Hey, Mike, I'm a former gold medalist, Mike. I can handle Vasil Lomachenko, bro. Yeah, I put some bread on the butter, my muffin cheese, I got it." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, man, Devin Haney allowed other people to take food off his plate.
Yep.
And when you have other moves being made, like Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz, when you have that fight being made, although it's Tank going down to 130, I don't care. When you have that fight being made, the same way Devin Haney went after Adrian Broner publicly, the same way Devin Haney went after Tank Davis publicly, he should have did the same goddamn thing to go after these dudes. That's the same thing he should have did. And he didn't do it. He was content with the check he's going to get against fighting Gamboa. And that's what 2K talk about all the time. These dudes get too comfortable. They get too complacent.
Yep.
All right. What was the interview that Devin Haney was on? And he stopped the interview to tell the chef that, "Oh, hey, can you do that later? Because they can't hear me over the interview." I'm like, huh?
Man, I don't know, bro.
A chef at 22? What?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like at the end of the day, before we move on to the next topic, dog, at the end of the day, Devin Haney is no better. I want y'all to understand this. Devin Haney is no better than Tank Davis by what he's doing. And when y'all sit there and criticize Tank, and I'm one of the biggest Tank criticizers out there, bro, have been for a very long time. I respect his talent. I respect his skills, but I don't respect how he's allowing his career to be ran. Okay? Devin Haney and Tank are literally on the same playing field right now. Devin Haney has yet to fight anybody of note. He's trying to get Yuriorkis. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Abner Mares even said he'd fight fucking Devin Haney. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too.
As much as I don't think Abner Mares is a great fight, that's better than Gamboa at Gamboa's stage in his career right now.
But Abner Mares has been pimping his name for a minute. He told Shakir Stevenson. He told Jermell Harry. He been pimping his name.
I'm just saying, dog. Like at the end of the day, bro, you can't sit there and criticize Tank, Ryan Garcia, or anybody else and not criticize Devin Haney for the fight that he's taking November 7th. I'm just saying, bro. Look at his resume. You cannot criticize him. Now, we all know when you sign the Matchroom and you're an American, you about to get on that either that UK or journeyman circuit, so to speak. Ask Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker on that UK/journeyman circuit. Okay. Now, Gamboa is not a UK fighter, but that's the part where I said /journeyman circuit. We know this. So that's what Devin Haney's basically looking at. 135 has no clout. Matchroom Boxing has no clout at 135 right now, bro.
No,
they have no clout there.
That's true.
Right? Now, Top Rank will make fights with Matchroom. We've already seen it, right? Maurice Hooker, Jose Ramirez, Vasyl Lomachenko, Luke Campbell. They will do it. However, they're working with a guy that's high risk, low reward right now, Devin Haney. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Luke Campbell's like medium risk, medium reward. They'll fuck with him. They'll make a fight with him.
Nigga, Luke Campbell's like a steak I don't want to really eat. I just cook it because my porterhouse ain't ready.
Right. Yeah. Give me that pork chop, nigga. I'll wait for the steak.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's Luke Campbell, right? But Devin Haney is your porterhouse steak in terms of skill.
Yeah.
Right? So that's high risk, low fucking reward, man. And that's the guy they're working with. So Top Rank is not going to be ready to make a fight with one of their top guys and Devin Haney. Shit, Bob Arum already basically dismissed a Vasyl Lomachenko Devin Haney fight. He's out here in these streets saying, man, we don't want that fight. That's not a fight we really care about. That fight means nothing. We got the articles on Three Kings Boxing with him saying that. So he's already dismissed that. Teofimo Lopez said he's going to 140, win or lose against Vasyl Lomachenko. So that's not there. You can get Richard Comey, but Richard Comey might not even want to fight no more after what happened to him. So who else they got? That's the top guys.
And the Gamboa fight still is worse than Richard Comey. At least he was a former champion.
Right.
Recently.
Hank Davis is talking about fighting a top contender by 2022 and shit. This nigga actually said that. Yeah, we'll be ready for Vasyl Lomachenko by 2022. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Can't rush greatness, baby.
Are you kidding me? Man, get this baby back gorilla looking nigga ass out my motherfucking face, man.
Can't rush greatness, baby.
Nigga look like the goddamn gorilla on Congo and shit. Fuck out of here. Talking about, you fight nigga between 2022 and 2026. Get this nigga out of here, man. I can't stand this dude, bro. So you can't criticize Tank and not criticize Devin because they're on the same fucking playing field right now, man. It is what it is, man. But what's the next one, dog?
All right, man. Next one up, man. In case y'all don't know, Canelo Alvarez, the state of California did Canelo Alvarez a huge motherfucking favor. They did him a huge favor. Y'all know what they did? They told him, hey, man, this shit ain't got no legs on it, man. Take this lawsuit, dog. Go back to your hoes with the grapes and the bananas and your Modelos, and reconcile this shit between you, Oscar, and this dog. How dare y'all waste the taxpayer money? We on Corona lockdown and y'all wasting taxpayers' money with this shit. I damn near caught this coming to court. Man, get this shit out of my house.
Exactly, bro. Man, get this shit off my desk, man. They probably threw the goddamn papers on the floor and shit. Man, get this shit off my desk, man. They came out like the judge might have came out and they said, Judge, we have a translator for don't need one. They threw the shit on the floor.
That's what I think. Walk the fuck out. Don't need one. Yeah. Get the fuck. Walk the fuck out.
Telling you, bro.
Anyway,
Oh,
man, the state of California dismissed that lawsuit that he had because it really didn't have no legs on it. If you've been paying attention to Three Kings Boxing, we was actually kind of telling y'all how difficult it was going to be for Canelo Alvarez when it came to this right here, right? But however, and I'm gonna let my man 2K break it down because he really broke it down earlier with my man Malachi. State of California did him a favor because if Canelo Alvarez separates from Golden Boy, he's no longer Canelo. He's Saul. He's Saul Alvarez, not Canelo. He's no longer Canelo. He gets his first name back. No, motherfucker. We own Canelo. Golden Boy be like, no, nigga, we own Canelo. Give us the Canelo. We own that.
As soon as he put up litigation, that nigga's name was Saul.
Saul.
Yeah. Hey man, Saul fighting Billy Joe Sanders next year. Who the fuck is Saul?
Yeah, no.
The Mexican dude. We can't say his name. You know what I'm saying? We got a gag order and shit. There's litigation, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? The motherfucker from Mexico, nigga. Saul.
Damn, man. Shit. You look inside, who can hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, nigga, you get it now? Damn.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, if he leaves, if he severed ties with Golden Boy, right? I don't care so much about the zone. Selling ties with Golden Boy is huge. You know why? They got you where you are right now. They made you this force that everybody believes is hard to beat while you still standing the fuck up. That's who you are. They made you this guy at a young age as green. Oh yeah, and by the way, for those of y'all that want to tell me, oh man, Canelo Alvarez was green when he fought Floyd, and why the fuck was he holding the world goddamn title?
Hold
on, wait a minute.
Stop it with the truth, man.
Hold on, wait a minute. Why the fuck was he holding the world title? Why the fuck was it okay for him to fight Austin Trout? Why the fuck was it okay for him to fight Cotto? Remember, Cotto lost to Trout. That's why he wound up fighting Trout, but he was going to fight Cotto. So if he was so green, why was it okay for him to do all of that shit?
Well, because it's the same reason why they said Tank Davis was green. This motherfucker's a two-time junior lightweight champion. How the fuck you green, nigga? And you a two-time junior lightweight champion.
Yeah.
Same reason.
You know, so you can't be a champion, have over 30 some odd fights, and you telling me you green. No, man, sorry. No. But this is the one dude that could walk around with his chest out. Yeah, man, I had a judge score a fight for me against Floyd, man.
Shit, he can. What he can say is, I really beat Floyd Mayweather. Niggas gonna laugh at him. Man, you got jokes, my nigga. Nah, for real, family. Hey, go look at CJ Ross's scorecard. She called it a draw. That tells you right there, at least one judge saw that the fight could have gone either way. I'm telling you, I won the fight.
Yep.
And what you can do, all you can do is be like, damn, that nigga got a point.
That's it.
Even though we witnessed Floyd won 10 goddamn rounds, just because CJ dumbass Ross had a 114 scorecard, and this nigga says, hey, look at the judge's scorecard. It's official. I won the fight. We got to say, damn, this nigga got a point.
And mind you, this was at the height of Floyd Mayweather's career. Not on the low end. Not on the low end. Yep. This was when he was Floyd was the face of boxing. This happened.
He was the face of boxing, and Canelo was nowhere near the entity he is today.
Right.
Nowhere near, bro.
Okay. This is the same Canelo Alvarez that told a unified champion in Gennady Golovkin, if you take that fight with Billy Joe, motherfucker, no fight for you. No check for your ass. Okay.
Okay, then. You said no Billy Joe. Okay, then. Well, I guess I'll wait then.
I guess I'll wait. And had Billy Joe out here talking about something. Billy Joe was clowning GGG over that shit too.
You lost your pen, mate.
Right? So you leave an entity that does that for you, that builds you to where you are. And mind you, my man Prodigy knows this. He's not that well liked in Mexico either. The Mexican fan base from don't like him. And you build you to this. I got you 300 million, and now you want to ghost my ass? How did you take it away, man?
At the end of the day, bro, them lawyers basically throwing them papers off their desk, pissing on them and setting them on fire. That shit helped Canelo Alvarez. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because at the end of the day, and I could be wrong. This is pure speculation. This is opinionated right here. At the end of the day, right? We know that Canelo Alvarez, the backing that he has, which is Golden Boy, has made him an invincible fucking fighter almost, man. Virtually invincible. All you Gennady Golovkin fans out there that cried, bitched, and moaned that he beat Canelo twice, right? You should agree with me now. You know what I'm saying? You should agree with me. Everybody that was mad that Floyd Mayweather only got a majority decision win against Canelo Alvarez, you should agree with me. Everyone that thought Canelo Alvarez versus Austin Trout was a closer fight than Stanley Christodoulou's 118 to 109 scorecard, you guys got to agree with me. Everyone that thought Erickson Lara versus Canelo was a closer fight, and those who thought Erickson Lara won, including myself, right? But they thought it was a closer fight than Levy Martinez's 117-111 scorecard. You got to agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, mainly the Puerto Ricans and shit out there that was bitching, moaning, and complaining and said that Cotto actually beat Canelo, even though I highly disagree. You got to agree with me now. He's become an invincible fighter. The reason being is because literally Canelo steps in the ring, and we've said that several times on this podcast. He steps in the fucking ring. The nigga is up 50 to 45. The nigga's up 50 to 45, dog. When he steps in the ring, a punch has not been thrown yet. The judges already got Canelo up 50 to 45, man.
Yep. And when the bell rings, it's 60 to 40.
Right. Exactly. So at the end of the day, bro, right? Also, with him being invincible, let me finish my point. With him being invincible, we got the judges. We know they're on it. We know that they're always going to support him. Mm-hmm. But he also has a granite ass chin. And it puts you in a situation where you have to knock this motherfucker out. And if you don't knock him out, you will lose on the scorecards. Or at least you'll get a majority decision or a split decision, right? You'll get something like that. Even if you dominate this nigga over 10 rounds, you will get something like a majority decision win. Canelo will never lose by unanimous decision. That's almost hilarious, nigga, to say that shit. To hear that shit come out of my mouth, nigga. Canelo will never lose by unanimous decision, dog. Okay? You got to knock him the fuck out. But he has one of the best chins in boxing. So how can you do that? You cannot.
No, you can't.
I've only seen Canelo hurt in 2 fights. Gennady Golovkin in the first fight, and what the fuck is it? Miguel Cotto's Walmart brand brother.
Yeah.
The Walmart brand, the great value Cotto. Jose Miguel Cotto, whatever. He hurt him in the second round of their fight. But that was when Canelo was like 22 years old. He was young as fuck. Those are the only 2 fights in Canelo's career I've ever seen him hurt in. Visibly hurt. So, and Gennady Golovkin is a guy that was knocking everybody the fuck out. And he only visibly hurt Canelo once out of 2 fights.
Sure did.
Granite chin, man. So basically, those lawyers that took those papers and threw them out the fucking 19th floor window, you know what I'm saying? They are saving Canelo's career, in my opinion. Because without the backing of that Golden Boy machine, Canelo could possibly be regulated as just any old fighter now. Now, I understand PBC and Top Rank, right? They have their control when it comes to fixed fights and putting judges and refs on the payroll. We know this, right? But at the end of the day, what Golden Boy was able to do with Canelo is unparalleled. I don't think any other company can do that for Canelo, especially at this stage in his career. Furthermore, I'm not too sure Canelo would be willing to sign with any other company because he is big enough of a household name to where he could be a free agent and work with anybody. Actually, that's what he said when he put litigation forth. He
Sure
said, hey,
did.
man, I want to be able to get fights with any goddamn body ASAP. PBC, Matchroom, Top Rank. Hell, nigga, Banner Promotions if y'all got the fight I want to fight. Right? So that sounds like free agent talk to me.
Yeah, it is.
And as a free agent, I just don't think Canelo by himself would be able to have the same business backing, or let me say, I don't believe he would reap the results, the benefits of the same benefits that he's getting right now with the business backing that he has with Golden Boy. I don't see that happening. So him going back to Golden Boy and not biting the hand that feeds him, or at least taking his teeth off the goddamn wrist of the hand that was feeding him, you know what I'm saying? That's probably the best thing for him at this stage in his career, dog. Once you sell your soul, you can't ask for it back.
Facts.
I'll repeat. Once you sell your soul, you cannot ask for it back. And that's what Canelo Alvarez was doing. But he can't get it back. So go on home to the Oscar. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give you a little lap dance in them goddamn fishnet stockings. Probably a leopard print. You know what I'm saying? Pair of drawers and a bra. He's gonna give you a little lap dance and welcome you back to the Golden Boy machine. And then you're gonna get out there and fight whoever the fuck he says you want you to fight. And his own, by the way. And it won't be Abney Yildirim, nigga.
No, that fight going to purse bid, as a matter of fact.
Yep. Exactly, bro. So it is what it is, man. Welcome home, Canelo. Welcome home.
You know, I just want to add one thing. There is one thing that Canelo has that no other fighter has. Canelo is the only fighter in boxing history that if you knock him out, it's a draw.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
If you do knock out Canelo, that's a draw.
Exactly, bro.
He has the
Automatic
knockout draw. Automatic draw.
They'll come up with some shit like when what's his name? Guillermo Rigondeaux knocked out Moises Flores. Oh, it was after the bell. No contest. Nigga knocked the nigga out in the middle of the round and shit. Still a no contest. It was after the bell. Fuck out of here, man.
Oh man. This is what we do. Listen, man. Listen. We try to tell y'all, and we give y'all it's jokes, but we cracking but facking. Now some of my old heads know what that is. Right?
All y'all niggas 55 and older, y'all relate to that. They relating to that. You damn right, my G.
Facts. Woo. And speaking of cracking but facking, this one is kind of personal for me because we actually know the guy and good brother, cool brother. But Stephen Breadman Edwards has parted ways with former unified junior middleweight champion Julian Williams. We saw, I don't understand how nobody saw this coming. I really don't. I don't understand how you saw this coming. I'm gonna say it again. If you've been following Breadman's social media, you heard nothing about what's going on with Julian Williams.
Red flag.
You heard nothing. You heard no in the gym, we grinding, working. Heard nothing. I saw Jerome Boots Enos, even after winning, said, I watched my fight. I did some things I didn't like. Back to the gym.
Red flag. Well, green flag for him, but red flag for
red flag. Yep. We interviewed the undisputed female welterweight champion. You know where the fuck she was? In the gym.
That's why she was late to the interview.
If y'all just saw me talk to Malik Hawkins, guess where that nigga was when I talked to him?
In the gym.
I did not hear that from Stephen Breadman Edwards. I did not hear that from Julian Williams. Okay? As a matter of fact, you know what else I didn't hear? I didn't hear the talk about this hunger, the king of the jungle. Remember all that hunger? You know, y'all want shots at the titles. Y'all got to take these blood tests. You know, we kings now. We call it. what the fuck happened to it? I mean, damn, some kings lose the battle, but they didn't lose the castle, nigga. What happened? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, I've lost some battles in my time, but I never lost my castle.
Mm.
I ain't never lost the castle. The crown still sits on the top of my motherfucking head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for whatever reason, after everything happened, you know, there wasn't no pat. Old niggas thing again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no pity pat no more. They wasn't pity patting no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, they wasn't backsliding no more. None of that.
Mm.
So I saw this coming when I didn't see it. Then on top of that, it was total silence from Julian Williams himself.
Mm.
Now,
Damn.
Breadman felt he had a valid reason because he said, and if you go back and watch my man Prodigy interview,
Man, oh man, oh man. I'm gonna mention that.
I'm gonna let Prodigy tell this. The Manolos was bugging him, but he gave hint then about how Julian sometimes let people in that he shouldn't let in. And no doubt when he won that title, something like that probably happened. But the red flag for me is when he was saying, hey man, listen, man, I don't care if Julian get mad. I got real estate. I'm good. And then again, watch his moves. He was doing his daily bread. You know, he had things he was doing outside of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when a cat tells you, I got stuff that I can do, I don't really need the boxing game. I can make money with my real estate. When a cat tells you, hey man, I don't care if he gets mad at me or not, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna speak my mind. When he says that, that's a dude that's not worried about walking away for whatever, because that's a dude that feel like, hey man, I'm not gonna stick around and watch the ship go down because you ain't listening to me and you letting other things come inside. And guess what? I hate to say this. Julian is from Philly. So I believe that happened.
Land of a let a nigga down. That's what we talking about, family. Hey, fam, what you about to do, nigga? I'm about to go to Philly so I can go let some niggas down. What I'm about, nigga. Let niggas down, bro. I got fans all over the place. But what they don't know is I'm really from Philly, nigga, so I'm about to let all them niggas down.
Yes. I believe Breadman when he say he did it because he's from Philly.
Philly.
And I guarantee you that's what happened, man.
Oh, man. Look here, man. For the cast that's been here, and Bo mentioned it, in essence, right? For the cast that's been here, we got that interview. And if y'all look at the screen, my man Sess is in the building, right? He's the one that actually got the interview with Breadman back in 2016. It was a few days after Jermell Charlo knocked out J-Rock, right? He was the one that got the interview, okay? And hold on, Bo, let me do it.
Okay, my bad.
And basically, at the end of the day, bro, on that interview, Breadman was so pissed off,
man,
about the results of that fucking fight that he basically stated to myself and Sess, he said, yo, basically, in essence, I don't give a fuck if the nigga fires me as his trainer or not. Because I got real estate, you know what I'm saying? Training's not the end all to be all for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got money. And what he was talking about with the Manolos, he was basically mad that J-Rock lost the fight, but he blamed it most of the reason of him losing the fight on the fact that J-Rock declined to get the kind of shoes that Breadman wanted him to get. Now, Breadman was talking. If y'all hear Breadman talking real even kill nigga, you know what I'm saying? I told nigga get the Manolos, you know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker said, yo, fam, if you want to be, you know what I'm saying, the way that I want you to fight in the ring, dog, you got to get the Manolos, fam. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the Manolos. Now, y'all know me, when I'm on interviews, I egg a nigga on, nigga. I'm like, word, nigga, the nigga didn't get the Manolos. I don't even know what Manolos are.
Yeah, you were.
I don't even know, nigga. I don't know what the fuck a Manolo is, nigga. To this day, nigga, that interview was 4 years ago, bro. To this day, I don't know what the fuck a Manolo is, nigga. I don't know. But it don't matter to me because it's good content. So I'm like, well, shit, nigga, why didn't this nigga get the Manolos? Breadman was like, I don't know, fam, but let me tell you something, family. I said, word up, kid, tell me. He said, bro, I saw Jermell with the Manolos on. Me and Seth was like, oh, shit. We was like, oh, shit. Ain't that something? That gotta be fucking crazy. This nigga didn't get the Manolos, but his opponent got the fucking Manolos. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, man, what the fuck is a Manolo? Exactly. My man Seth said, man, I'll never forget that interview. The shoes, B, it was the shoes. Exactly. The nigga was literally blaming the motherfucking shoes, man, for losing to Jermell Charlo. If y'all want to see that interview, it is still on Prodigy of Boxing Talk on YouTube, and it's in the interviews playlist. You got to scroll all the way down to 2016. It's still there. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? Nope. So at that point, when he was saying he's blaming the loss on the shoes, and he's talking about, as Bo mentioned, I got real estate and all these other ventures, and boxing training is not the biggest thing on my plate and shit. I knew this nigga was gonna leave J-Rock if he lost again. I knew it. It was just a matter of time. Breadman does not work well with losing, bro. Absolutely not. He's worse than the fucking fighter. The fighter can be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? Just gonna get back in the ring, you know what I'm saying, and try to make a comeback. Breadman like, oh, man, fucking career's over. Fuck. That's Breadman. Wait, hold on, nigga, you're not fighting. I understand you're the trainer and you give off instructions, but at the end of the day, those instructions may be invalid at the time that fighter's fighting. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know what he instructed J-Rock to do against Jeison Rosario. Hopefully it was the box. I would assume so. But J-Rock's not this big-time boxer. He never has been. He's got a good jab, but you don't see J-Rock in the ring displaying footwork like a 2013 version of Erickson Lara. You never saw that. J-Rock was always boxing niggas at mid-range distance, putting himself in the line of fire. That's how he got knocked out by that goddamn counter right uppercut from fucking Jermell Charlo. He's always been that way. That's his style. That's who he is. You can't change that. So at the end of the day, bro, what were you expecting? I was not surprised that J-Rock got knocked out by Jeison Rosario. I didn't expect a knockout. But I wasn't surprised by the fucking the result because I thought Jeison Rosario was gonna win anyway. Why? Because J-Rock looked bad against Nathaniel fucking Gallimore, nigga.
Yes, he did.
That nigga that was literally doing chin push-ups, man. He looked bad against him. J-Rock has always shown me that he's the type of fighter that can give you an excellent performance on Monday, then give you the worst performance you've ever seen on fucking Tuesday. He's always been that kind of fighter. So unless Breadman was literally trying to change the mental state of J-Rock and realize he just couldn't do it, I understand. But at the same time, bro, you don't abandon a fighter that basically lost in his first world title bid and brought himself all the way back to skip just being a one-time champion. This nigga became a unified champion in one fight. You can't just abandon that nigga after that. That fighter may never be the same now. Man, I expect J-Rock to go out there and get knocked the fuck out by shit, nigga, God knows who. You know what I'm saying? I expect a nigga named Leroy Smith to knock out J-Rock. We don't even know who Leroy Smith is, but that nigga's about to knock out J-Rock. Why? Because Breadman basically did not support his fighter the way he should have, man. And I seen it coming, right? Another thing before we move on. Another thing I seen, Bo. I don't think a lot of niggas notice this shit. Or maybe don't want to notice it. I seen that Breadman was flaunting the fuck out them belts after they won.
He felt like it was his.
I said, hold on, fam. Wait a minute. You got the belts, but you didn't win the fight. I mean, yeah, you're the trainer, you're the second in command, shit, but you didn't win the fight. So why are you walking around here with the belts and shit, all draped around your chest and on your shoulders and shit, taking pictures? I mean, the nigga's Twitter picture is him with the belts. I think it's a Facebook picture too. It's him with the fucking belts, nigga. And he's got his finger over his lips telling niggas to shush like there's some best kept secret or some shit. But we realize that's not the case. So hold on. Why are you flaunting the belts like that, dog? Mm-hmm. You should be with your fighter in a picture with him flaunting the belts and you being like, word. Or it could be a picture of you with the belts, but the fighter who won the belts is in the picture with you. I don't know, man. That just rubbed me the wrong way. You see what I'm saying? Seems like Breadman is a guy that cares more about himself than his fighters. And that right there, at the end of the day, bro, hopefully he did J-Rock a favor, but I'm not exactly sure given the mental state of J-Rock and what we've seen in the ring. This might actually kill him. Depends on how much of a pedestal he held Breadman on and how much he looked up to Breadman. If he really didn't take him that seriously, then I would assume it's not going to be that big of an effect. But from what I know between Breadman and J-Rock's relationship, he did take him seriously. He did look up to the man. He did highly respect the guy. This might fuck him up, bro. It might fuck him up, dog.
You know, you make a very good point because when we interviewed Breadman, I interviewed him a long time ago on I think it was Truth and Facts About Boxing back then. He said he took that loss that J-Rock had. He said he took it harder than J-Rock.
Yeah, well, I said that just now. I knew that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right when you say that. He said he couldn't go to the gym. He said, man, I couldn't even go to the gym.
Man. That is not for him to feel that way. I get it. But at the end of the day, bro, fighters really look to the people around them to basically console them and be their supporting factor when they take a devastating loss like that, or even just a loss in general. To come back, they need the support of the people around them. They don't need the motherfucker that's around them feeling as bad as them.
Yeah, that's very true.
What the fuck is that? So I'm just saying, man, it might be. I hope for J-Rock's sake, this is a blessing. But given what I know of J-Rock and Breadman's relationship, this might kill him, bro, and it might end his career, man.
Yeah, that's yeah, you're right. Because what could happen to him is he could come out in his next fight looking to prove that he can do it without Breadman and wind up getting knocked out again, trying too hard.
Exactly.
And how many times have we seen that, man? So, all right, man, let's move on. One last topic, man. We're trying to squeeze one more in. It's been a while. One last topic, man. So, hey, Prodigy, man, I gotta ask you a question, man.
What's up?
I knew you had insomnia. You know, y'all don't know. Prodigy's one of them dudes that could take a 20-minute power nap and the nigga good for 48 hours.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? Right? I take a 20-minute power nap. I'm good at least for 24. Motherfucker, I gotta sleep at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, those of us that break that 50 threshold, you understand what I'm talking about, right? So I heard, you know, that you at this time you weren't able to get your power naps in. I got a solution, my man. I got a solution. Erickson, Lubin, and Terrell Gaja. Guaranteed put you to sleep, my brother.
Oh, nigga, I was knocked the fuck out, bro. Yeah, bro. It was like round 4. Round 4, nigga. You know, I thought I was awake. I could have sworn I was sitting there watching the fight. But next thing you know, or next thing I know, nigga, there's a flash, nigga, and I wake up. I got drool on my goddamn shoulder and shit. And it's round 9. I'm like, damn, hold on, nigga. It was just round 4. That shit was a boring ass fight. And I don't, you know, y'all heard me clowning Terrell Gaja. I know how to say the nigga name now, but I'm still gonna call the nigga Gasha. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I clown the shit out of Terrell Gaja, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All on this podcast because he's a nigga that seems to believe that he's better than what he really is.
Man, he's an elite level fighter, man.
Hey, look, and I can't fault him for that. You know what I'm saying? You should think you're an elite level fighter. Matter of fact, in anything you do, you should think you're elite. Nigga, if you dump garbage cans for a career, nigga, you need to believe you are the most elite garbage can dumper out there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Anything you do, You need to believe you are elite and that no amount of money, right, can pay for your services, right? But you got to show and prove that you that elite in anything that you do.
Very true.
And this nigga Terrell Gasha ain't showing and proving a goddamn thing, bro. And that's where I'm just like, nigga, chill. You know what I'm saying? Fight a nigga first, bro, and beat the nigga that, a nigga that people care about. Beat him first. Then we might be like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Terrell Gasha, nigga, all right. But at this point, you drawing with Austin Trout and shit. You got completely folded by fucking Erislandy Lara. And I'm not talking about by knockout. I'm just saying it was a UD all the way, 120 to 108. You know what I'm saying? The nigga won 0 rounds against Erislandy Lara in a fight where Erislandy Lara actually looked like shit in, and he still won every goddamn round. Gasha's fucking excuse for that was, well, I think I rushed the fight too much. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm way better than that. I know I'm way better. No, nigga, I don't know you're way better than that. I don't know. No, I don't. You might know, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? That remains to be seen, sir. You know what I'm saying? We are still trying to figure that shit out. And then going in there against Lubin and doing what he did, I mean, the only thing we can do is basically say, well, we were right all along. The nigga really isn't that good. And Lubin might not be either.
Woo! That was my next question. Is Lubin ready for the winner of Charlo and Jeison Rosario?
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. Erickson Lubin, man. Hold it. I know he was 21 when he got knocked out by Jermell.
Mm-hmm.
He's the number
23, 24 now.
23, 24. I think he's around there. All right. He's saying he's matured and all that. And that's good. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking with Kevin Cunningham down in Florida. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, I think he's more careful than anything else right now. I think he's sitting there like, damn, dog. Man, I can't get knocked the fuck out again. So I'm about to, nigga, box and move, nigga, get the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out the way. But Erickson Lubin is not that great of a boxer to me, man. Let me say this. Erickson Lubin is not that great of an outside fighter. Let me say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Erickson Lubin is the best boxing at mid-range distance, right? He did that against Terrell Gasha, or Gache. I'll say his name right now, Gache. But at the end of the day, bro, he was careful with it. Kind of like how Anthony Joshua was careful against Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take no goddamn, you know what I'm saying, no risk. I could beat this nigga this way. That's what he did against Gache. But Gache ain't no knockout punch or nothing like that. What are you scared of? You know what I'm saying? Gache is like, I mean, I don't know, man. I could probably go train a nigga to fucking get a split decision win over Gache. You know what I'm saying? Let's go pick a nigga up from underneath the overpass, nigga off 635 over there. Be like, hey, man, you want to box? Yeah, man, I've always wanted to be a boxer. All right, nigga, shut the fuck up. Come on, I'm going to show you some shit. You got to fight in 6 months. It's going to be against a nigga by the name of Terrell Gasha, nigga. I'll get that nigga to win by split decision. I'm just saying. He's not that great of a fighter. There's no risk there. So what are you worried about? And that right there tells me the fact that he's still mentally bothered by what happened to him 3-4 years ago.
Yes, he is.
He's not ready for J-Rock. I mean, I'm sorry, he's not ready for Jermell. He's definitely ready for J-Rock. He fuck around, knock J-Rock out now. He's not ready for Jermell. Jeison Rosario, I think Jeison Rosario, this Saturday, we're going to find out if I'm correct, right? I still think he's a live dog because, and I won't break the fight down because we're going to do it on Friday. So remember, y'all come back on Friday. We'll be back at the same time. We're going to break these fights down. I'm not going to break it down all the way. But what I will say is that Jermell Charlo, in my opinion, can't fight the way that he's been fighting under Derek James.
Yep.
He's got to go back to how he fought when he was under Ronnie Shields against Jeison Rosario. That's the key factor for me, looking at Jermell Charlo against Banana in this fight, right? But I also think that Banana is a one-time deal. Like he's, once, he got his 15 minutes of fame, then he's about to give up them belts. I don't see Jeison Rosario being a guy that defends those titles, like Cecilia Brackis was doing at welterweight and shit in the women's division, the women's circuit. The nigga's not doing that, bro. If he fucks around and squeaks by Jermell, and he does it in a certain fashion, then that might change my mind, right? But at the end of the day, I don't see Banana as a guy that's going to be defending these titles and 18 title defense. It's not happening. Okay. So against Jeison Rosario, Erickson Lubin could shine. Just given that Jeison Rosario is another guy like J-Rock, actually, that basically performs on a fight-to-fight basis. This is the same guy that got knocked out by Nathaniel Gallimore.
Yep.
But then beat J-Rock. You see what I'm saying? J-Rock beat Nathaniel Gallimore. See that triangle? Triangle theory never works. That's why we say triangle theory never fucking works, man.
Yep.
Right? But he got knocked out by Nathaniel Gallimore. Gallimore is trash. I don't fuck what anybody says. Gallimore is trash. And Rosario got knocked out by that guy, but then beats J-Rock. So he's on a fight-to-fight basis. And when you fight on a fight-to-fight basis, that basically tells me that you're not worthy of being a long-reigning champion because you're not consistent enough to be that. I can see Erickson Lubin catching this nigga on one of those off fights and beating Jeison Rosario. Jermell, though, absolutely not. Jermell is way too goddamn hungry all the goddamn time. Jermell is so goddamn hungry, the nigga be wanting to fight his twin brother, man.
No shit.
Jermell be on Instagram arguing with his twin brother, talking shit to his twin brother, talking about, nigga, you ain't shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, that's your family, nigga. You don't talk to your family in public like that. Y'all niggas need to go into a goddamn quiet room and shit, meditate something, nigga. You can't talk to your family like that live on Instagram in front of all these fucking people. What the fuck? But that's how hungry Jermell is, man. And a guy like that, you can never take his will from him. Tony Harrison couldn't take his will, even though he beat him. He couldn't take his will. That's why he got knocked out in the rematch.
Sure is.
See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Jermell is too much of a guy that has a high willpower, dog. And a guy like Erickson Lubin, who's sitting here like, oh shit, I don't want to take no risk. Jab. Straight right hand. Get to it. Nigga literally fighting like that, bro. Jab. Right hand almost hit me. Okay. Jab. Thought the nigga was gonna throw, but he just faint. Okay. That's how he was fighting.
That's it. You're right, absolutely right.
He might last a little bit longer, but he fucks around and get knocked out again in a rematch. So no, he's not ready for Jermell. I think if Jermell beats Jeison Rosario, Lubin should ignore the fact that he's the number one contender in the same fashion that Canelo was ignoring he was the number one contender when Demetrius Andrade was a WBO champion. Canelo and Golden Boy were ignoring that they were the number one contender.
Yep.
Ignoring that Demetrius Andrade was calling them out. Lubin should do the same shit in 2020. I know I'm the number one contender, man, but nah, man, give me that nigga at number 36. I'll fight him. Real talk, Lubin should fight somebody like a J-Rock. He should fight Jared Hurd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tony Harrison. And he actually called Tony Harrison out. That's who I think he should fight next, not Jermell. He needs one of those top contenders, actually two of those top contenders to really test him so he can get over that fear of getting knocked out again. Then he might be ready for Jermell. But as it stands today, absolutely not, man.
Here's my problem. I'm going to tell y'all a little story, right? And a lot of times we recognize something about ourselves, right? When I was 25 years now, my grandfather, and again, Prodigy knows about this. He was the alpha male of all fucking alpha males, right? Like other alpha males didn't even fuck with my grandfather. That's who he was, right? 25 years old. I go to my grandparents' house. My grandmama said something to me. I got a little bit upset. 25, I'm boxing, benching over 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My alpha male on 1,000 for back then a young nigga. You know? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know old school like that back then. I was with y'all out today. I was a young nigga. So my alpha male on 1,000 at my grandfather's house. My grandmama said something. I decided to say something back. So my grandfather said something like, all right, man, enough of that, whatever. So I was like, no, man, I'm talking. I'm finna finish what I got to say. My grandfather said, what did you just say? 25 years old, boxing, lifting weights, knocking niggas out and throwing niggas around. You know what I said when my grandfather said that to me? Huh?
Damn.
I went back to being 5 years old, dog.
Right.
Huh? You know why? Because I remembered what this motherfucker will do if he raises them hands above his waist.
Right.
So I proceeded the further part of that conversation with extreme caution. Better yet, I shut the fuck up because I knew what would happen.
Right.
That's what I saw in Erickson Lubin in the fight. I saw a dude that realized there was a lot at stake and what happened the last time he was in that position. I saw a dude that let that stop him from proving to us that you're worthy of going for that fight. What makes you want to see Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko is what Lopez did to what's the dude name? I can't think of his name right now. He just knocked him
Richard
out.
Comey?
Richard Comey, yeah. It's what he did to Richard Comey. If Lopez struggles with Comey like he did that Asian cat, we'd all be sitting like, man, really? Teofimo Lopez? Y'all serious? You know, Vasily Lomachenko? Really? Like his father was on, we're going to destroy Lomachenko. Be like, dog, you barely beat Richard Comey.
Right.
We want to see it. Why? Because of that. But if y'all don't believe me, all you got to do is look at the moves that Erickson Lubin took after losing to Charlo, right? He took, of course, you take the fight to build your confidence. He fought some nigga named Ortiz, some motherfucker with almost 40 fucking losses. I mean, almost 20 some odd losses, okay? So you take that fight. Next fight, he fights Ishii Smith. Next fight, he fought some cat that I don't even know. He gets, right? Then after that, he fight Nathaniel Gallimore. He had a unanimous, he went the distance with Nathaniel Gallimore.
He only won by majority decision.
Sure did. Barely won by Nathaniel Gallimore. Then he almost got knocked down the last round by Terrell. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why that's bad. Here's why that's bad. If you get knocked down in the fifth, but you get up and you dominate from the fifth on, you're good. When you get knocked down in the 12th, that goes back to the locker room with your ass. That I was saved by the bell. As a matter of fact, when you get knocked out in the 12th, do you know what happens when you get knocked down in the 12th and you're saved by the bell? You're sitting in the car, right? And in the car, you in the car with your girl and she looking at you like, this nigga here.
Yep. Exactly.
That's the look she giving you like, this nigga.
Why am I even with this motherfucker?
Right. Okay. And when he goes into the gym, that 12th round gonna be on his mat. Almost got knocked out by Terrell. I'm supposed to be the dude that's have all this almighty punching power. I'm supposed to be the hammer. Almost got knocked out by this guy. So I don't think he's ready because mentally he has shown me he has never gotten over what Jermell Charlo has done. And to be honest with you, Jermell Charlo is one of them dudes, whether you like the Charlos or don't. Jermell Charlo, one of them dudes, just like he told Tony Harris, he believes that if I can drop you once, I can drop you anytime I feel like it.
Absolutely.
He believes that to his soul.
Strong willpower, man. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Yep.
So no, man, he's not ready, man. He's not ready.
Hey, man, I want to give a shout out real quick before we end the show to my man Jerron Boots Ennis. This motherfucker needs a fight. Somebody at welterweight get his man a fight because I want to see it. There's some flaws and shit that I seen, you know, against that ugly motherfucker. What was his name? Juan Carlos Abreu. That's an ugly nigga, man. But there's some flaws that I seen, man. But I do want to see Jerron Ennis fight one of the top contenders. Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, you know, your Dennis Ugas. Hell, Omar Figueroa, even though he only has one loss. I know y'all gonna be like, man, Omar Figueroa, man, fuck that nigga. He only got one loss. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him fight one of the top contenders. I don't want to see him fight Bobo Jones anymore, man. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of seeing this nigga fight Michael Jenkins. I'm tired of it, nigga. I want to see one of the top names at welterweight in the ring with Jerron Ennis ASAP. Somebody get this nigga a fight. But you know they won't. Why? Because Jerron Ennis is what? High risk, low reward.
Shit, high risk. Shit, that motherfucker is maximum risk.
Maximum risk, lowest reward at this point in his career. So just be prepared to see Jerron Ennis versus Mark Davis. You know what I'm saying? In his next fight. It's going to happen, man. But hopefully somebody steps up and gives this man the fucking opportunity, he should get it, man.
I actually would like to see him and Rashidi Ellis fight.
I told y'all this shit, but everybody was like, nah, man, not right now. You know what I'm saying?
That fight needs to happen, man.
Man, fuck that shit, man. This shit needs to happen, dog. The UK circuit be putting their prospects against each other all the fucking time to determine which prospect is going to be a world level challenger. There should be no fucking difference as American fighters. Prospects should fight each other to see which one of these motherfuckers is going to be a world level talent. Now, we do it at some points. We do it, you know, when these guys ain't got names. Nigga, let's do it when they got names. I mean, not necessarily big time household names like a, you know, like Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, anybody like that. But there are a reasonable amount of people in America that know who Jaron Ennis and Rashidi Ellis are. Hardcore boxing fans definitely know who these guys are.
Yes, we do.
So let's see the fucking fight. Just like over in the UK, hardcore boxing fans knew who Daniel Dubois was and Nathan Gorman, right? Hardcore boxing fans knew who Lawrence Okoli and fucking Isaac Chamberlain were. So let's see it here. I mean, you know, them niggas, both them niggas is whack. But at the end of the day, they were the high-ranking British cruiserweights at the time, both undefeated. Let's see it, damn it. I'm just saying, bro.
My man, I think I got it. Picked the wrong one. My man Eric said Boots versus Mikey or Jesse Vargas. I don't want to see that, man. He wipes the floor with both of them.
I mean, I'd like to see him against Mikey Garcia, not Jesse Vargas. You know, but Jesse Vargas would be a good fight for him to step up to. You know what I'm saying? While he awaits one of them cats, you know, Sean Porter and those other top contenders. That's a good fight for him. But, you know, Mikey Garcia, I like that fight, dog. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I think he beats both of them.
All
right, man. Before we end, shout out to the WBO for having David Avanesian.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey, got David Avanesian ranked high to keep Thurman the Bootsy.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Shout out to the WBO.
Fuck out of here, man. Look, man, I'm trying to figure out why David Avanesian is still out there being talked about by these sanctioning bodies, man. I feel like these sanctioning bodies have been trying to get David Avanesian a title shot for the last 2-3 years. I think when did he beat Kevin Laharaga, whatever the guy's name was from Spain?
Man,
he was undefeated.
So long ago.
What was that, like 2018 or some shit?
Yeah,
he beat the Spanish cat. And Kevin Laharaga, whatever his name is, that motherfucker was undefeated and he was a high-ranking contender. He was like top 5 and like 2 or 3 sanctioning bodies at the time. And fucking David Avanesian came beat this nigga. Now all of a sudden, all I keep seeing is a goddamn David Avanesian. This dude is whack, man. And then he was supposed to fight Josh Kelly. Them niggas negotiated that fight like 8 times already. Why hasn't the fight happened? They've been in negotiations for 2-3 fucking years now, nigga. And signed to fight each other twice. The fight still ain't happened.
Twice.
Fuck out of here, man. My man Mike Wilson right here just said, he said Jamal James is ranked number 1 by the WBA at 147. Hell, put Ennis in the ring with James, beat him. That way he would be the number 1 contender for Pacquiao's WBA title at 147. Now, this is what I said to you, Bo, in a private conversation a couple days ago.
Sure did.
I said I'd like to see Jaron Ennis fight Jamal James. That's exactly what I said. Sure I think he beats the shit out of Jamal James, but that's a good name for him because Jamal is another guy, right, who has rebounded since losing to Yordenis Ugas. He's rebounded from that fight, put himself in top contender contention, although he's still a name that's not really mentioned. So even though he's highly ranked, he still has to fight somebody to be basically taken seriously as a top contender. Who else but Boots Ennis? I like that fight, man.
I definitely listen, man. There's a lot of the problem is, man, what you guys are witnessing, like the Virgil Ortiz, even that cat, what's that cat from Canada, Clayton.
Cuscio Clayton.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Virgil Ortiz, Cuscio Clayton, like you said, Jamal James, Boots Ennis, Rashidi Ellis. What's going on and what you guys are witnessing is they're not going to make none of these guys fight each other because they're looking to make 3 out of 5, if not all 5 of those guys, the future of the welterweight division when the Spencers and the Thurmans and the Crawfords and all them cats move on, man. And that's I mean, if y'all haven't seen this playbook, because it was going on with Thurman, Porter, Danny Garcia and Errol Spence when Floyd and Pacquiao was hanging around. Like, nope, no, I'm not fighting. Kell Brooks, no. I don't need that IBF title. You know what? I once upon a time had beef with Andre Berto.
Fuck out of here, man. That's crazy, man.
Oh, man. All right, man. Prodigy, take us out, man.
Y'all know what to do, man. Go to 3kingsboxing.com for your source of pure, unadulterated boxing information. Follow us on Twitter at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing, right here on Facebook.com/3kingsboxing, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned to the podcast at The Prodigy of Boxing Talk on YouTube, and you can also check it out on Facebook if you're one of the 40,000 followers we got here on Facebook. Check it out here as well. We're going to do this shit pretty much every other day. As I stated, we will be back on Friday. That shit is mandatory. So, Bo, you over there getting some pussy, you're going to have to pull out, nigga, because we got to get this show on the road on Friday, man. We breaking down all them fights. It's going to be 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Central. That is going to be 6 o'clock Pacific. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody who was in the chat, all the loyal people that's been around for years. As we transitioned off of YouTube into our own boxing media company, you know what I'm saying? Still got the loyal people with us, man. We appreciate it. Also appreciate everybody who's donated in the super chat and also through PayPal, man. Definitely appreciate all you guys. Much love from 3kingsboxing.com. Until the next one,